Hi, I'm Rob, I have Brick and Mouth Syndrome, and welcome back to another Imaginary Festival lineup. So, this week is a little bit different. I'm trying desperately to make these different each time, and I've managed to find one Imaginary Festival lineup from the Glastonbury board on Reddit. Obviously, I don't go to Glastonbury, and with the Glastonbury poster being so incredibly difficult and different to a regular festival lineup poster, they don't have day splits, they don't have stage splits, they just have a list of names. So, just going to have to go through what there is, work our way up from the bottom, compare it to previous year's Glastonbury posters, and see if it feels like a Glastonbury festival, if it's full of Trustafarian hippies. So, without further ado, let's just start working our way up this poster, because I have no fucking clue whatsoever. But to be fair, with Glastonbury, it's such a wide mix of everything, they could probably put on anything and it would feel about right. Starting from the very bottom of this poster, we have Two Door Cinema Club, Wet Leg, The Wombats, Soft Play, Steve Lacey, The Streets, Suede, Travis, Run the Jewels, Sister Sledge, Sleep Token, Snail Mail. Now, those are some pretty big acts. That's pretty good. It's Glastonbury, it's a wide variety of everything, and there's enough of the popular hit there and a retro throwback, especially with The Streets and Suede and Travis. That nice little old school kick there. The Streets will be really good. I know some more has been coming out from him recently, so that could be a really good one. So let's move up. Next three lines we have Patti Smith, Pink Panthers, PJ Harvey, Prima Queen, Robin, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, Nothing But Thieves, Orville Peck, Michael Kiwanuka, I'm really sorry, I know I butchered that one, Mika, Mimi Webb and Muna. Again, it's hard really to say much about this besides there's a wide variety mix. It certainly feels like it would feel like a Glastonbury festival so far. Can't really go wrong with making a lineup for this one. There's Patti Smith. I'm assuming that's who I think it is Patti Smith. That would be such a bizarre pull for so low down on there, but again, they do have so many different acts varied throughout the whole weekend. Yeah, why not? That sounds cool. Moving up again to the next three lines. So, moving up again to the next three lines, we have The Last Dinner Party, Lizzie McCampin, Mabel, Maximo Park, Lizard, Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Love that name. Canucks, Coffee, Lacey Foe, Kaiser Chiefs, Kano, Kitranda. I've probably butchered that last one, I apologise. Again, very hard to say what's going on here. Got a lot of indie, a lot of stuff that I have no idea what it is. The most bizarrely named King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. That's probably something I would have heavily enjoyed a couple of years ago. And Kaiser Chiefs feel a little bit low, but again, I don't know how their stage lineups go. They could be on a larger stage later in the day, and that's just how this is laid out. But it does feel very, very Trustafarian friendly and general population friendly for the people that have been on that waiting list for 5 years to get tickets for this one. So let's just go up again. Joey Vance and the Grey, Johnny Marr, Joria Smith, Jungle, Jay Huss, Jai Paul, James, Jamie Webster, Jockstrap, Holly Humberstone, Holly Johnson, Hot Milk, Ice Spice and Idols. Okay, so I figured out that this poster is just done in alphabetical order, so there is no actual sort of stage line-up and regulation of what's going on here. I probably should have found another way to do this, or probably proper looked over it, but it felt right to do this as a fresh look onto it, not have a prejudgment in my mind as to what's going on here. Joe Valance and the Bray were amazing at Download last year. I could see them getting on massively with a lot of the crowd at Glastonbury. It was so fun, so different for a Download festival. But the amount of fun they are and how much they sound like the Beastie Boys, they would go well over anywhere. James is an old school Paul. Hot Milk would be dope. Ice Spice, I know the name, I've heard of her. Know she's got a bit of a following, well, massive following in the hip hop world. So it would be pretty damn good for this to be a Glastonbury festival so far. So let's keep going up. FKA Twigs, Franz Ferdinand, Gabrielle, Girl in Red, Declan McKenna, Denzel Curry, Doja Cat, Easy Life, Femi Kuti, Coach Party, Confidence Man, Corday, Danny Brown. Again, can't see an issue with this. Possibility that Doja Cat could be seen as being too low if there's not enough space. But again, there's over 100 stages. Apparently, there's apparently over 100 stages at Glastonbury, so she could be absolutely anywhere. This means absolutely nothing as to their positioning in the festival. But if these are the top names on there, it's amazing. Franz Ferdinand is a deep pull from the indie world. Gabrielle is a hard deep pull from the 90s sort of soul R&B from the UK. That could be incredibly good. I could see this pulling everyone from every spectrum. It isn't just a trust affair anymore. Big Pig, Black Midi, Bleachers, Charlie XCX, Cement, 100 Gex, Anne Marie, Arlo Parks, Asake, Ash Nico, Backup. Bit of an interesting pull from Asake there, considering that, you know, he's kind of the reason that Brixton might not exist anymore. But otherwise, they're good pulls for the festival itself. Charlie XCX, I know the name, don't know the music. Whatever. Look at me, of course I don't fucking know it. Ash Nico, I've heard of. Again, not my realm, not my sort of shit that I listen to, so it is what it is. But yeah, all in all, sounds pretty good. Can't really argue with that. So now we're on to what I suppose would be headline acts. So the top two lines of this poster we have Olivia Rodrigo, Aerosmith, Pulp, The Prodigy, Dua Lipa, Coldplay, Madonna, and Stevie Nicks. Those are some crazy top pulls for this event. The Prodigy, everyone would be at that, regardless of it. Pulp is an interesting one. I don't think they'd have the following for it. They've not really done much since they've been back together touring, but they have at least been touring, so it would be a recent possibility. Aerosmith, for that classic rock pull, I suppose they would fit that headline spot for that. Olivia Rodrigo, I have no idea who that is, apologies. Stevie Nicks, I am not a fan of her personally, and I believe her version of Fleetwood Mac was the bad version of Fleetwood Mac. I prefer their early stuff. There's not even really an age range that would appeal to. It is just those that believe they do spells. Very much like that one. The White Witch certainly has her crown. Madonna would be an interesting pull. It would be interesting to see who could figure out who she actually is, considering the unfortunate things she's done to her face in recent years. Coldplay is an interesting pull, considering we have Franz Ferdinand, Kaiser Chiefs, and Travis further down the lineup. Travis apparently inspired Chris Martin to help make Coldplay at one point, so that's an interesting one. And Dua Lipa, again, as a final headline on there, is just a great pull. Overall, looking at this feels like what I would expect to see at the Glastonbury Festival on television, and then quickly stop watching because most of it doesn't interest me. But I can see how people other than myself would actually be interested in it. for it to be the premier festival in the UK. I get it. Everyone likes different stuff, and that's totally cool. Not for me. It is what it is. Now, to make sure I'm not talking completely out my arse, I will compare this to other Glastonbury festivals in recent history that have similar posters, just to get an idea of if I'm right or a fucking idiot. So I've pulled up the 2022 Glastonbury poster, and looking at it, it's done exactly the same way, alphabetically down the main poster itself, so it has no clue about any stage positioning or anything else, which is quite sad for them, really. But I suppose that's just how it's done for them. Now, looking at the poster, we have the likes of AJ Tracy, Amel and the Sniffers, Arlo Parks, Blossoms, Celeste, Easy Life Elbow, Fatboy Slim, Foals, Idols again, Jamie T, Coffee again, Lordy, Muramasa, Primal Scream, Robert Plant and Alison Krauss, looking at the main body of the poster, this one does feel like it would fit in well. It wouldn't be out of the ordinary for bands like Ice Spice, Arlo Parks, Sake, Charlie XCX, Nick Cave and Bad Seeds, PJ Harvey, Sister Sledge, Soft Play, to all be in that main body of it. I suppose they are being highlighted, they are main ticket sellers, but they just weren't given the actual headline spot on the main stage or the other stages. I don't know what the other ones are called, I've never been, my bad. So, all in all, as far as a Glastonbury festival goes, this does feel really good. It does feel really tight and close to what a Glastonbury festival is. There is enough of a mix for everyone there to watch and enjoy, and I don't see much issue there with it existing and actually being a thing. I think they've done very well with it. They've kept it looking very similar to the Glastonbury poster. And yeah, Glastonbury isn't one that I ever feel the need to buy a ticket for though, so I wouldn't bother. But other people out there, you might be interested, you might actually have been to Glastonbury and have more of an idea if I'm talking out of my arse. So you let me know, would you go to it? That's all I can say really. Till next time guys, have a good bye.
Excellent!